why most business offerings suck, and what can you do about it to stand out from 99% of the competition. So I was recently in a meeting with with my boss actually. Um, One of the projects that we were working on took a lot of time that we were not expecting because we do bookkeeping and accounting, and the client had other third-party softwares that they wanted to reconcile with QuickBooks. They wanted to reflect the same information both of those softwares. So it was an added time that we had to do first on figuring out how the software worked, and then how to sync it with QuickBooks and how to take care of the manual errors that were there. So all of this left us with a very not bad taste in the mouth, but thinking about, well, we have to do something about the times that we do non-billable work. Um, and led to a meeting where they were having the idea, why don't we have tires in our services, like not just the bookkeeping tire, not just calculating hours and how much it would take to do a cleanup, and how many hours it would take on a monthly basis to do the service. But rather, let's think of tires like the ones that QuickBooks has with their essentials and starter and advanced and plus. So we were brainstorming about it, and the rest of the team, I was quiet for most of the time because I usually see that we have different way of seeing things. I'm more theoric with what I have learned from Seth Godin and Gary B and Insights Lab, no, Sales Insights Lab, something like that, from Mark Wyshak. A little bit of the Wall of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort when it comes to sales and marketing. So I'm more focused on I don't know if it's good or bad, but I'm more focused on the client. And anytime that I'm thinking about us and how it can make it easier for us, I just think the client doesn't care. They don't care about us. They care about their problems. And that's where I'm going with this. On the meeting, the people were suggesting that the tires went through services and things that each service included. Like the first one is going to include P&L, a balance sheet, the monthly reconciliations, and maybe fixed assets. And the medium tire is going to include all of that, but it's also going to include job costing, and I don't remember what other thing of. Oh yeah, fixed assets with a different type of depreciation, like accelerated depreciation and that kind of stuff. Accounts receivable, accounts payable, and then they have the third tire, which was the premium one, where they will have sync with other apps, inventory, budget versus actuals. And okay, the idea was good, it was decent, but I just kept seeing it and thinking, this doesn't care at all about the client. This is all thinking about us and how to protect ourselves from working more time on a project that we thought is going to take less time. And it was more thinking about us and our problems than our client and the transformation that they want. So led me to think and say, like, guys, this sucks because we're not. It doesn't care about the client. The client doesn't care about our problems and doesn't care about this. And if I was to need something, a service, and I was to enter into a website, well, actually, I'm going to open multiple tabs. I'm going to go to Google and I'm going to search maybe bookkeeping near me or bookkeeping in my area, and then I'm going to open 3, 4, 5 tabs to see the website of this person, and if clicks or connects with me, or maybe I'm going to send them a message to all of them and say, hey, please give me a quote. And if I see on the website that they have this table with tires and all of this stressful thing, and I have to be like a client thinking, where do I fit in which of this tires do I fit in, I would not stop and read all of that. I would just close the damn window and go to the next one. I'll skip it. Why would I read it? I don't have to do business with you, and you're making it tiresome to do business with you. So I don't know, why would I do that? So I was suggesting, like, guys, and let me look at my notes for this, because otherwise I start rambling around. But I was thinking, like, guys, this is rooted in selfishness rather than serving. And people want to do business with people they like and people who serve to them. It's not purely transactional as we like to think. Business don't do business with other businesses. People do business with other people. So we're commoditizing the relationship from the get-go, and that's exactly what we don't want to do. We're not going to connect with the client like that. We're just going to commoditize ourselves, which is another of the points that I want to mention. It commoditizes expertise and turns it into a menu, and it just kills all of the connection that you can have with a client when you're from the get-go just commoditizing into features and benefits, assuming they actually read the website and their presentation. They don't want a presentation of which tire they're going to fall in. They don't want that on the discovery call. They don't want a questionnaire. They don't want anything like that. So that's what I was trying to explain to the team. Like, this is not client friendly. It's us friendly, but it's not client friendly. I don't think, if I was a client, if I was looking for an accounting firm, I'm not going to go through these hoops and hurdles, especially if someone else is doing it right and it's actually making it easier for me to hire them to fix my problem. That's what I was thinking. So yeah, thinking of features and benefits instead of a transformation, it's just gonna, we're thinking backwards. The client doesn't care, and it's only rooted in the selfishness. Now, what is the solution to that? I was thinking, well, the tires should be on transformation, and that's gonna translate into how difficult or how complex it is for us. Because if we're talking about a client who only wants their books done, they want to clean up, only done because they stopped doing it, because they had someone else do it, because they were doing it themselves, because their wife was doing it and they didn't keep up because they were growing the business and they were more focused. All their attention and energy and time was directed to sales and none of it to compliance. And now they have all of these undone things and they file for an extension and they don't have the books done and they maybe haven't even started. And they have more of an urgency. And it's like, can somebody please do this thing? I don't want, maybe I'm not sure yet. Or who knows? Who cares if I need a only bookkeeping service? Right now, my pain is I need the books done to file my taxes. Okay, that's the first tire. People who just want their books done so they can file their taxes and we can help them track their deductions. All right, that's the first tire, and that's usually going to be people who are simpler. You want more stuff like, then you're going to put the second tire. There's going to be people who need job costing or tracking of projects. That's going to be more time. It's going to be a little bit more difficult. That's also going to require QuickBooks Online Advanced, I believe, the highest tier of them. So it's going to be someone with more money. And usually that's going to be people that have higher complexity and it requires higher expertise. And with that, it's going to come more time. But yeah, you're going to hire a different rate to the people who need job costing and that kind of thing. And that kind of thing. Who have more employees, who have more accounts receivable, accounts payable, and all of that goes into that same thing. So those are the needs. Those are the transformation. It's not, I don't just need the books done. I actually need you to play the role of an admin team and do accounts receivable and accounts payable or do the tracking of these projects. I need more than that. I need more compliance. I need like a lawyer who needs to comply with the state bar. And then you're going to do the last hire, the more important one, which is I need like a mini finance team. I need like hands off the wheel, and you take care of all the bookkeeping, the accounting, and the finance, and you help me with budgets and versus actuals. You help me with inventory. You help me with custom reports. That's a higher tier because it requires more than just doing the books for filing taxes, and that's a higher transformation. That's a higher end service. That's going to take more time, and you should charge more for that. But it's kind of the same things, but worded differently in a way that the client is immediately going to enter into your website and see those three transformations and immediately say, I fall into this bucket. Yes, you understand my problem. Can you solve it? Okay, I want to work with you. That's it. They're going to send you a message. They want to get to know you, and they're going to be pre-willing or pre-sold into the discovery call. So it becomes a lot easier. And that's pretty much the way I see it. And that's what I was thinking today. How when we think about serving instead of ourselves, instead of our problems, and we try to fix other people's problems at a fair price, but wording things into their problems, into the language that they want to understand. I don't want them Googling accounting language or accounting jargon or asking someone in their admin team, do you understand the tires of these guys? What's accounts receivable? What's accounts payable? What is this? I just need the books done. That's all the clients think. And I just think that when our mindset is rooted into servicing people, into making it easier for them to do business with us, that's when we kick all of the competition's asses, because we're doing something that's different to them. We're actually having people skills. We're actually having communication skills, which is something that most people don't have. And if you can change your mindset for serving other people and making offers based more on value, based on transformation, even if it's the same thing, but the wording is different, the mindset is different, everything is different, and it makes a whole difference when it comes to doing business. And when you get clients, it's going to click way better than if they fill a 100-page questionnaire and they look at all of their tires and that kind of stuff. All right. That is the message that I want to give today. God bless. Have a good one.